YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Crypto J coming at you with another J Talks Crypto. You brand the channel. Hit the subscribe button, the bell notification. Do my best each and every day to give you guys the top picks in cryptocurrency. And guys, we're live right now. If you didn't know, we're live and you're missing it. And if you guys want to join us live, we're going to start doing these lives a lot more often. This is the first vertical live that I've actually done. So this will be the first vertical live, but maybe in the future we'll do more of the horizontal ones off my phone. I don't know. My phone's always, or my lives are always tripping. I don't know. My Wi-Fi is always tripping over here. So we'll see. But we're gonna talk about our total market cap today. We're gonna talk about what's going on with Bitcoin, what's going on with Toshi. I'm gonna give you my honest opinions, but guys, they're just opinions, so understand that, okay? The things that come out of my mouth are just how I feel about the market. But at the end of the day, I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. I'm just a homie. Okay, I'm just a homie. Sometimes I'm wrong, but a lot of times I'm not wrong. But let's talk about some Bitcoin. As you guys can see, Bitcoin down zero point 0.5 today, coming in at 105.1. Fear Greed Index coming all the way in at a 46. This is a beautiful number to me, but honestly, guys, it needs to be lower than this. And I think that it's going to actually head lower based off of these charts. It looks like Bitcoin is going to see more of a correction. I know some people don't want to hear that, but I do think that that is going to come. I know Bitcoin dropped all the way down to 101 yesterday, 101.1, and then it started making a retrace. A lot of people thinking, oh, is Bitcoin making a comeback? Guys, I don't think it's making a comeback quite yet. I think actually the market cap is going to drop a whole bunch this week because we're creating a nasty rising wedge right now on our entire market. Also, we also reverse trend. There's just a couple things. This recovery that we're making does not look healthy at all. It looks very manipulated. It looks very nasty and dirty. And the fear greed index just still a little bit too high, in my opinion. This is going to be a short opportunity. I think that the price is just pumping today, really, to liquidate and get a lot of the guys out of the market that are used to a drop on a Friday. I feel like yesterday we had a fake out, and I feel like today this is a bull trap right here. So I feel like they're trying to trap some of these people that are feeling bullish on it, and they're going to probably be accumulating or placing longs today and tomorrow. And in my opinion, it's just not a good idea to be long into the weekend. I just don't tend to do that. If I'm gonna place a long or something like that, I'm doing it. I'm looking to do that on probably like a Wednesday or maybe even like early morning Thursday. That's probably when I would be looking to place a long. That's just me though. You could place a long, you could place a short whenever you want. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. I just know that usually the market moves later on in the week. We talk about that like Thursday. We watch our market break down, but a lot of times our market will break up on a Thursday too. The market just moves later on in the week because again, the stock market closes on Friday. So sometimes crypto market and stock market are moving kind of together. Now we have a lot of FUD coming out over here in the news also around Elon Musk and Trump. I don't know if this is what is dropping the price. I don't know what's going on with Elon at all, to be honest with you. They're kind of making this guy seem a little bit crazy, but he's always been a little bit weird to me. He's always, you know what? Elon Musk is always doing something when Bitcoin gets to a key level. And I remember the last time that Bitcoin was at the top, Elon was making all these crazy tweets and everybody in the crypto community hated him. Like we went from this phase of like, oh, we like Elon. He's like helping crypto and like he's boosting Doge and now he's talking about SHIB. And like at one point, people would actually listen to what Elon had to say when it came to crypto and they feel like, oh, Elon Musk talked about this, it's gonna pump. Elon Musk talked about this, it's gonna pump. Now Elon doesn't talk about really any coins. He's not making any posts. He's just kind of fudding things up all the time. And so to me, this is like how he acts around this type of market, right? When Bitcoin's at a point where it could reach all new all-time high, but there's a lot of fear, Elon's gonna troll, which I don't understand why people like that guy. I don't like that guy. I don't like Elon. I have not liked him since forever. I don't think that that guy is good for the space. Um, I just think he's no good for the space. Elon is is a lizard person. I think you're right, dude. He could be a lizard person, but Bitcoin make it a possible double bottom. We haven't seen this low of a price, this 100K range on Bitcoin ever since like May 8th. So Is Bitcoin going to see another retest of this 100K range, or is Bitcoin going to start breaking up? Now, couple things, right? If Bitcoin does decide it wants to break down, which this is a key time because we talk about that, shoulder head shoulder pattern with the neckline. We talk about the fact that we do not want to break the neck. If you break the neck, the whole thing's going to collapse, right? And that's pretty much what happened the other day when we created that shoulder head shoulder. I was saying this is going to be nasty. It dropped down, and then we created a bear flag, and I was saying, this pattern also can have some downside. It also had downside. And now I'm just feeling like this price action that we're seeing today, it's just too fast of a correction, in my opinion. It's not real. I don't think that we're gonna break out of this. We gotta break out of 105.5. That is the zone that I'm paying attention to today. We need a solid, healthy close on this Friday, and it seems like the market's trying to make that happen, but I just don't feel like it's necessarily gonna happen. Just for a couple of reasons. Really, I just go based off of, the things that I see that are good and the things that I see are bad. Now, there's like more bad things that I see right now than good things. And so I have to take that into consideration when I'm doing a TA, right? So a couple negative things that I see on this chart is one, we created a rising wedge that really topped out on the 22nd, right? So we ended our uptrend on the 22nd. Then we started breaking down, right? We created this little McDonald's M. That was nasty. I was telling you guys this McDonald's M could be a sign of a trend reversal. We dropped down, create a bear flag, like I was saying just a minute ago. I was telling you guys that also can have some downside. And just yesterday, the price dropped a whole ton, all the way down to 101 from like 104, or actually really 105 all the way down to 101. And now Bitcoin coming in at 104.9. And again, we got to break above that 105 range. But even if we break above that 105 range, guys, honestly, we're still in a downtrend, right? Bitcoin right now is in a downtrend, and there's levels of resistance that are pretty solid. Like, honestly, this 105 level of resistance is pretty solid. We've touched this level a couple times. And so when we have it working as support, it's good because we touched it a couple times. It's showing levels that there's positive sentiment there. So again, there's a chance that we could bounce off of it. But when we're using a solid level of now what is a resistance, right? 105.5 is now a psychological barrier for a lot of people, and it is a level of resistance. Now it's going to be a little bit harder to break above this, as well as the fact that if we do not break above this, right, if we have a rejection of this zone now, we're going to see some volatility because the market is going to feel differently about a rejection, right? The market's going to feel like, oh, okay, well, we're not going to break up. You can see on the 1 day chart, like I said, we need a solid close here. We're literally sitting right on a middle Keltner channel on the 1 day right now. So if we do not print green, if we print red, then it's gonna be big red. I'll tell you what, right now, actually, in this type of situation, there's gonna be one of two things is gonna happen. It's gonna be big red or big green. It's not gonna be a sideways day today. I'll tell you that right now. Just based off of this chart, just based off of what I see, it's going to be a situation where we need to see big red or big green. Now, some people would say maybe big green's already starting to print, right? Big green looking solid on the 1 day, right? But at the same time, this can be a rejection here, right? We pumped all the way up to the second level of that Keltner channel, but we're touching it right now, and it seems like we're starting to lack volume down here. You see how our volume's kind of going down? People are a little bit undecided in this zone right here. And when people are undecided, I always say that is a lack of volume. That is a lack of enthusiasm. That is a lack of confidence in the market. So if people see this as a rejection, again, if people see this as a rejection on some of these more micro time frames, then I would expect to see Bitcoin to start printing some red. As a matter of fact, looking at this hour chart, and on the hour chart, we got to stay above 104, like 104.7. If we get down to like 104.6, I'm concerned because the market will see that as a rejection, and we're right now 104.9, right? So we either need to start breaking up, we need to start using this upper Keltner channel as a level of support. We start breaking up, get above 105, 105.5, right? We got to get really past all this nastiness. It's really a clear breakout, I would say, is at like 104.6. Not even 104.5, because 104.55 we could still drop down off of that. I think 106 would be the psychological barrier that a lot of the market is waiting for. Until then, I think that overall the market's going to say that we're in a downtrend and that this needs to cool off. This is if we reject off this zone too and we start dropping down, we create more of a wedge pattern, then I would expect this correction to go into like the end of the month, even next month. Somebody says if it goes to 80K Bitcoin, I'm buying altcoins all the way down. Somebody said Bitcoin jumps to $1 next Memorial Day. I don't exist. Bro, no, don't say that, man. I mean, the market's going to be volatile. Bitcoin's not going to, I mean, it can go to zero, but I don't think it's going to go to zero. It's not. Bitcoin is undefeated. I just want to say that too. If you look at the macro chart, you look at the logarithmic chart, this is very much not even a solid correction that we're looking at right here. We've seen swings on Bitcoin that have been pretty big. And again, the bigger Bitcoin gets, the less volatile it's getting. So that's good. Do I have ZBCN on my radar? I don't have that on my radar. I don't even know what that is. Bitcoin just needs more baby oil to pump. What? That is wild. That is a crazy thing to say. But we're gonna talk about kind of just what the peanut gallery is saying, right? Let's listen to the peanut gallery and what they're saying over here. Somebody says that they're bullish on Bitcoin just 9 minutes ago. Some people say BTC fooled his kids. Interesting. Somebody said BTC down over 3%. Tensions rise between